Other reasons for why you were ghosted in the end, like maybe he was like, I did all this chasing and it turned out not to be what I wanted, or
okay. So hold on. So who's? All right, y'all. We tuned in for our first episode of Get It Off Your Chest. I am Andreas.
I'm Tori.
And today's episode will be brought to you by our sponsors.
I got 60 rands in my gym. What's up, everybody? It's your girl, Lady E. And when I get off the stage, as you can see, the smoke follows me, and so does the sweat and the grit. You know what I do? As soon as I'm off that stage, I step in the shower and I get me some body butter by the Cook Shop. Stuff is all natural ingredients. It's essential oil. It has hemp oil. It has turmeric in it, and it gets all that grit and grind off of you, man. It leaves your skin smooth and moisturized. And it feels great on the skin. Get you some hemp soap, some body butter from the Cook Shop. It's your girl, Lady E. Like a million honest. Got the trap bumping like it's Benny on it.
Alright, y'all. Today's episode is about ghosting.
Ooh,
I know.
Ghosting.
Like
Everyone
Halloween
loves
or
to be ghosted.
Everyone loves to be ghosted.
Everyone loves to be ghosted.
Oh,
Don't
yeah.
y'all? I mean, like, come on.
So I went and looked up what ghosting is, just so y'all can get a little definition according to the urbandictionary.com. And this was published back on August 20th, 2016 by Sunny Doll. Ghosting is when a person cuts off all communication with their friends or the person they're dating with zero warning or notice beforehand. You most likely see them avoiding friends' phone calls, social media, and avoiding them in public. Ooh. You ever ghosted somebody?
Of course, we've all ghosted someone.
I ain't ghosted nobody.
Well, you've been married for over 20 years, so
Exactly.
like...
See, again, 2016. I predate ghosting. yeah, that's how much experience I got.
You're a dinosaur. You predate a lot.
You know what? We're not gonna get into all that. But so tell us about your ghosting experience and how it happened.
Oh, okay. So, like, of course, me being a girl, I have several. But this first one that kind of came to mind, kind of stuck out, was like, it was this guy, was a little older, my early 20s. He was a little bit older than me, and he was well established, had a nice job, nice car, his own place, financially stable, but he stank. Like, he had a really bad body odor.
Okay, you didn't know this after the first time you met him?
No, because meeting him out in public, you're out in public. So you don't get that
close proximity though.
See, I'm one of them people. You're not finna be all up on me like that. Like,
okay, so what you told him to get like 3 feet away?
Yeah, he wasn't like this close to me. You feel me? Like meeting him out and about, like he was never this close to me. So like we finally go on a date or whatever, and I'm just like, what is that smell?
Yeah.
I'm like, okay. Just let it go, let it be. And so that was the car ride.
Okay.
And then it's like, okay, it's like, hey, let's stop at my house, let's get drinks, And I was like, okay, cool. Then I get in my car and go about my business. Well, he opens the door to the house, and we go in the house, and again, the house is nice, it's clean, but it stinks. Like, it just had like a funky odor, like corn chips or something. Corn chips was the closest thing came to my mind, but it was more like a corn nut type smell. Like, yeah. So I was just like, nah, I can't do it. Can't do it. Nice guy all the way around, but I just couldn't tell him he stunk.
So, okay. It's hilarious. But, in that, how long did it take him to, like, get the message?
Like 3 weeks.
Okay, so he went 3 weeks of, like, texting
and
or calling or whatever.
Randomly showing up to my job. 3 weeks. It took 3 weeks.
So even when he showed up to the job, you didn't tell him, like...
He would show up to the job, but I would immediately go to the back. Like, I would just...
Oh, he couldn't see you.
He couldn't see me.
Oh, so you was doing an avoiding thing. Okay, avoiding them in public. Okay, yeah. So Tori out here ghosted people.
Man, it's so many people gonna see this and be like, this girl's the queen of ghosting. I'm sorry. Just know I'm sorry, you guys. Not happily married, by the way. So not, but yeah.
Okay, so let's get into our the person who sent us their information.
Okay, so today we have something from, we're gonna call her B. So Miss B sent in, when a guy pursues you relentlessly just to ghost you in the end. She just wanted to vent about it. So I guess I'll vent for her.
Mhm.
That's one of the most selfish, stupidest, ignorant things you can do. But it could have been other reasons for why you were ghosted in the end. Like, maybe he was like, I did all this chasing and it turned out not to be what I wanted. Or
Okay, so, hold on. So who's selfish? Who are you saying is selfish?
the guy who ghosted her.
Oh,
Because
okay.
to me, that's selfish because, like, you relentlessly pursue somebody. Like, you chasing this person
Mm-hmm.
and only to get their attention and then be like, ooh, I don't think I want to do that no more.
Mm-hmm.
Like, that's not...
So is ghosting acceptable in any condition?
Technically, it's not acceptable, but it's who it is. You know, who you are makes it what it is. Like, this
Mhm.
dating scene is y'all ratchet. So, like, of course not. It's not acceptable, but...
Well, people do it and everything, so...
Like, it gets done. Like,
Mm-hmm.
people do it for all sorts of reasons. Some people do it because they technically married and just be wanting to have a fling and, you know, and don't want to get it out. Some people do it just because they can or
Mhm.
they feel like they got better options on the table than what they have. So, I mean, like, it's, you know, it's a plethora of reasons why it's just...
So what if, like, he was pursuing her, right? And then he gets to understand her, and maybe she presented herself a certain way, she wasn't that way.
That's what I meant by, like, he was like, I don't think
okay.
I want this. Like, sometimes...
Mm-hmm.
It can go either way. Sometimes a man can pursue a woman and she can be too much for him, or he can pursue a woman and she not be what he wanted or be enough. Like, he got this idea that she's, you know, this X, Y, and Z on the outside, but then once you break into that inner shell, it's something totally different, and he can't handle that. Whether it's insecurity or anything, like, it might just be something he doesn't want to deal with.
Mm-hmm.
So.
Or she's too much. Like, what would be something like she was too much then? And this, because this sounds like, you know, it's still like the new dating, whatever, all that stuff.
It could be anything. Like, maybe he got to know her and she was a bit much, like big much attitude or big much personality, or she could have made more money than him. Like, it's
Yeah. I'm like, you know, we needed more details and stuff.
like we was wanting more details, so like we can help you out, sis. But like, I'm a vent for you. Like, this, I get it. I get it. It hurts. It makes you feel some type of way, and men don't understand that a lot of women, we have up these barriers and these walls because of things like ghosting.
Okay, so the list, the relentless pursuit, then, right?
That's what I was gonna say. Like,
why keep a man going through that then?
for this reason right here, she made him pursue her just to see did he really want her or not.
Yeah, but why even do that though? Like,
Because a lot of times men don't be wanting you, they just be wanting to waste your time.
Okay, so you don't know whether or not it's a waste of time until, like, you know what I'm saying, you get to a certain point in the stage or whatever. But like, okay, so a guy call you, right? And then let's say you have a conversation and stuff like that, getting to know each other. And then, you know, it's like, you know, 4 or 5 days of, you know, non-communication. And then, you know what I'm saying, hit you up again or whatever. You're vague with like a response. I'm like, you know, why not just cut it off? You know what I'm saying?
Everybody don't have the balls to do that.
So do women like being chased?
Some do and some don't. I can't speak for all women. I'm just
Okay,
me.
so
Like, okay, in my situation, okay, I don't necessarily like being chased, but I do want to see you put forth some type of effort. Don't just be like, oh, your ego, you know, oh, I can get you. Because no, don't do that. Because the same way you chasing me, somebody else chasing me. But at the same time, I'm not going to chase you either, because the same way you want me, somebody else wants you. You feel me? Like, I'm one of those type of people, so I can't speak for everybody else. But the part I was going to speak on before was the relentless chasing part. Men don't understand that when they meet these women that have these high walls up and they have to relentlessly chase them or pursue them, it's because of things like this. They've been ghosted, they've been hurt, you know what I'm saying? They're trying to protect themselves from being put back in this predicament of being ghosted again. You like, you open up and give somebody your all, you giving this person your time, your innermost thoughts and all of that, and then they just disappear.
Why not just say all that in the beginning though? Like, okay, so
See,
like
that's,
with dating,
I don't think you understand. As women, we can tell a man that in the beginning, but you have to understand, men are like wolves in sheep's clothing. They're gonna present. Not all of them, but some
I
of
think
these
women are wolves in sheep clothing.
But us too. But I'm just saying, like, there are a lot of men that will pursue you based off what you tell them you like and what you want, and they'll portray that to get you to get what they want, and then they're gone. It turns into a whole nother ghosting situation. But now you're not just ghosted from phone calls and you know, messages. You're ghosted from a personal, physical, spiritual connection, sometimes even sexual, because it goes that far sometimes.
But I've seen it on the other end though. Like, you know, like I see the stories, I read stories, and I've talked to single men who are like, you know, in this new era of dating, right? You have women want, you know, XYZ up front or whatever. And then when they're trying to relentlessly pursue them, the dudes are ghosted because women have already gotten what they wanted, whether it be like, you know, the experience of, you know, the nice restaurant meal or whatever the case may be.
Yeah, I mean, it goes both ways. But I'm on suicide, so you on the men's side. That's what we doing, we taking sides.
No, I'm just saying, like, she didn't send enough information or whatever, you know. Because I want to know what she did, what she did on her end, you know.
She could have not done anything. It could not have been her.
She could have presented herself as a certain situation where she wasn't that person. Like, you know, again, people don't go and lower their defenses or whatever. Like, you know, when you initially meet somebody, like when someone bumps into you.
This is bothering me.
When when you meet somebody, everybody like puts it's like an interview. They're putting their best foot forward.
But
and
how many people lie on interviews?
Pretty much a lot of people.
Okay,
like
so
or whatever.
my point
I don't lie
exactly.
in my interviews or whatever.
Oh yeah. Okay.
No, not for real. Because I don't. Okay, I'm a different. First of all, I'm a different
my point
type
exactly.
Of
you can
person.
only speak for who you are and what you are and what you do. So you can't speak for like
I think
all
everybody
of y'all.
should, you know what I'm saying, just be, you know, transparent and, you know, truthful with themselves. That way you won't have to go through all this stuff.
Yeah, I agree. But because we're all human and we all have flaws and insecurities and we're all dealing with this trauma
they go to therapy and everything first before they start dating. But anyway.
Okay, but speaking on therapy, since we're gonna speak on therapy, I want to shout out Making Mental Health Matters. Making Mental Health Matters, guys. Since he want to bring up therapy, I am sporting one of their shirts today.
Like, I get it or whatever, but you know, in today's time, there's access to information out of stuff. But again, we didn't get enough information on this. I want to know what, you know what I'm saying, she did.
I want to know what led up to it, like.
On her end.
What was he doing to chase you, sis? Was it a phone call?
Okay, so we've seen these situations where let's just say aesthetics, right?
Okay.
She presented herself on social media profiles and stuff like that a certain way, right?
Oh God.
And then you show up because you know you call in, you text in, email, whatever you doing or whatever, and even if you like FaceTime or whatever, it's still at the discretion of how they want to present themselves. But then you get them in person, and you're like, oh, hold up. You didn't look like that or whatever. So
you saying so basically it was like a cat. It could have been like a catfish situation.
It could have.
Okay, I agree, but it could have been on either. But it could have been on either half though. Like it could have been on either behalf though.
But first of all, ain't no dudes out here really like catfishing like that.
Yes, they are, because they putting it. They 6'1" and show up 5'4". Yes, they are. Yes,
first
they
of all,
are.
you can tell by somebody's picture or whatever.
No, you cannot.
Yes, you can.
You cannot. I can show you 3 women right now. 3. I can show you 3 women right now. You can swear me up and down that all 3 of those women are whatever height they are. Then when I tell you how tall they really are, you're like, they don't look like that.
You can look at objects in the background and all that stuff, whatever. You know what I'm saying? Some people just don't know how to analyze or whatever. But anyway.
Everybody ain't super genius smart like Andreas.
Well, look, everybody has the potential to be, so I don't want to hear about any of that. But thank you, B, for sending in there. I don't even know if that's your real name or whatever, but you know, hey, it is what it is.
If you catch this and you feel like we didn't do you justice,
yes,
send me another email and clarify, because like the events leading up to this sound like it could have been something petty that caused him to ghost you, sis. Like it could have been something petty that caused him to ghost you. Like, and I'm not saying on your behalf, it could have been on either side, but you know,
it was probably a combination of both of y'all. But you know, hey.
Yeah, since you know how men are, he taking up for him. I'm on our side. Pro sis. outside. Black girl magic all day.
Yeah, respond to the email. I did reach out. I sent an email so we can get some more details and stuff. But everybody out there, y'all got anything you want to get off your chest, email us, follow the Google link, fill out the form so we can have these discussions, so we can bring more of these to y'all. Anybody want to sponsor and stuff like that, email, inquire as well. Anything else? Am I missing out anything?
Man, y'all send some stuff in. Like, I feel like I want to do y'all justice of getting this off the chest. Like, come on, man.
Yeah,
I know we got some stuff out here floating around.
I want to hear about these
like,
lizard stories.
What do you mean lizard stories?
Well, I don't want to say the name because I don't want to get sued. But there's a whole lot of lizard stories
Oh,
out here.
not only the lizard stories, but can we please hear about the how can I put this so I don't get in trouble? The medical establishments. Can we hear about some of those?
Yeah,
I would love to hear
all
some of
these
those
stories,
medical establishments, like these private care facilities, these assisted living facilities, the actual big medical corporations who I'm not gonna speak on. Like, I would love for some of y'all to send in some of y'all grievances with y'all actual jobs and with the companies and things like that, because we can't fix it if we don't know about it, and if we know about it, give it enough platform, we can fix it. So send us some stuff, y'all. We wanna help out the community and get some laughs in.
Exactly. So,
in the process.
Yeah, y'all go ahead and, like I said, fill out the form, email, things of that nature. Get it off your chest with Tori and Andres.